The Reds are back at Brocksteed's Park for the first time since April 2009, when they beat Padiham in the First Division Trophy final to win their first ever piece of silverware. Tonight, though, they face the ground's owners, Ashton Athletic, as the Reds look to extend their unbeaten run to 4 games. There are 2 changes to the side that drew with Padiham on Saturday, as Sean Harris replaces Steve Jones, while River Humphreys returns to the club and lines up alongside Anthony Brown in the centre of defence. Sinnott looks to find Barry, but the ball bounces off the Red striker. Buckley, though, is able to maintain possession, gives it back to Sinnott, though he's quickly dispossessed. Wood clears it long upfield, and it's something for Allen to chase after. He holds off the challenge of Humphreys, knocks it past Bimson to give the home side the lead with less than 2 minutes on the clock, and it's a terrible start for AFC Liverpool. It's a cheap goal for the Reds to concede, one long clearance out of the fence, and River Humphreys really needed to be stronger in the challenge there. Reed comes inside, looks up for options and doesn't see any, so decides to go down the wing himself. He's blocked off by Richards, the linesman waves his flag, the referee blows his whistle, and it's a free kick to Athletic. White with a high delivery towards the 6-yard box. Cunningham rises unchallenged, and he has the simple task of heading it home. And with only 10 minutes gone, it's Ashton Athletic 2, AFC Liverpool 0, and it's 2 sloppy goals conceded. Brown wins the header. Allen, though, picks up the ball and is able to wriggle free. Lays the ball out to the left to find Reed. Holds it up. Waits for the run of Nightingale. One touch. Whips in a cross and he picks out Allen, who turns it home. And it's Ashton Athletic 3, AFC Liverpool 0. And there's only 15 minutes gone. Hull keeps the ball in play, comes back inside but runs into Harris. Corris takes over. Lovely through ball to set Lawless away, who's onside. One-on-one with Culver. He tries to take it round him but loses control of the ball, and the keeper is able to pick it up. And what an opportunity for John Lawless to drag the Reds back into this game. Simpson's goal kick is flicked on by Buckley. Cartwright rises above Barry, but the Red striker is making a nuisance of himself. Buckley picks up possession, plays a ball in for Lawless, and he's got another opportunity, and this time he does take it. John Lawless scores his 3rd goal in 6 games to give the Reds a fighting chance of getting something from this fixture. Made no mistake this time, kept his composure to lift the ball over the advancing Culver, and this somewhat remarkable opening to the game continues with 4 goals in under 20 minutes. 2 chances in the last minute for John Lawless, one of which was taken. Hopefully means that AFC Liverpool have finally woken up in this game. But it's Ashton Athletic on the attack once again, as Allen looks to put a ball into the box, but it's blocked by Richards. Allen shrugs off the challenge of Sinnott all too easily, fires in a shot going for his hat-trick, but that's into the side netting. Bimson's goal kick just about makes it into the Athletic half as Lawless lays it back to Richards. First time ball forward. Free header though, knocks it back into AFC Liverpool territory. Torpy's back header for Bimson isn't going to reach him as he comes off of his line, doesn't deal with it. Smith shoots and Torpy has to clear it off the line, and AFC Liverpool are back to suicidal defending. It's been just over a minute since they pulled themselves back into this game. Now the Reds are in danger of throwing it away once again. Richards with a throw-in finds Barry, who retains it back to the right back. Comes inside, slips a ball into Lawless, who's escaped Cartwright temporarily. Turns to central defender, but the man in yellow does enough to turn it behind for a corner. Barry Barry with the delivery, which is headed clear by White. Corris will pick up though, nice bit of control on a turn, buys himself some space. Rolls it into Buckley, who turns, fires it past Culvert, and the deficit is now 1. And there's barely time to draw breath in this game. 22 minutes gone, 5 goals. Ashton Athletic 3, AFC Liverpool 2. Great composure shown by Steve Corris to set up the chance for Buckley, who hammers the ball past Culvert. After a frenetic opening quarter to the match, the remainder of this half has been pretty sedate, though the Reds may have one last chance to draw level before half-time, as Torpy looks for Lawless, who claims he's been impeded, but the referee ignores his protests and simply blows his whistle to bring this half to a close. Wood fires the ball forward to find Allen. Nice bit of skill to bring it under control. The defence backs off, allowing Allen to shoot. Comes off Brown. Allen will get a second opportunity. Humphreys comes across, and it rolls away at the expense of a corner. Nightingale whips in the delivery to find Blundell, who's unmarked, and he puts his header over the bar. Where was the AFC Liverpool defence? And Lawless could be in here as he races onto the through ball. Culvert comes off of his line and does enough to deny the Red striker. Cartwright's clearance is half blocked, but he gets away with it as Wood can bring it clear through Athletic. Back into the centre, allows Corris to step in. Lawless brings it under control. Turns, puts a cross in looking for Barry. Culvert flaps at it. Sinnott can pick it up. Comes back to Barry, he shoots, Culvert makes the save, comes back out to Sinnott, back to Barry, can't get a shot away, gives it to Buckley, he can't get a shot away either. Now it's Lawless, smart turn, it's headed clear off the line, and it just won't go in for AFC Liverpool. Barry saw his shot saved by Culvert, but it was Lawless who came closest to getting the Reds back on level terms. Richards is quickly closed down by Smith. His back pass is a little short, but Bimson manages to get there in time to hook it clear. Cartwright plays it off to Nightingale. Ball forward finds Reed. He's able to turn and he's got a little bit of space to bring the ball forward. Spots the runner Smith. Half volley, but he's always rising high and wide. Harris lays it back to Richards. Cross with his left foot towards the edge of the box, finds Lawless. Can't quite bring it under control, but the Red striker does well to keep hold of it. Can't quite find a way through. Does find an outlet in the hammer on the right. He drives across into the box, sits up nicely for Barry for the overhead kick, but that's a simple take for Culvert. Barry knocks the ball up into the air, puts Dunn under enough pressure that Buckley can take over and drive forward with purpose. Tries to go between two, is tackled, might roll for Lawless, but Cunningham steps in with a good challenge. Mohammed tries to find Harris, but Smith gets back. May have set it up for Buckley though, but his first time shot rolls wide of the upright. Torpy's throwing, looking for Barry, but Cunningham is there with the header. Drops to Buckley, bit of keeping up. Knocks it into Corris. First time shot as Culvert running across the 6-yard box. Richards comes across to close down Reed. Comes in on his right foot. Cross is skewed towards the edge of the box. Surely Buckley's being held there. Referee concurs. Reds are in the bet with this second half, but they still can't find that elusive third goal. Time is slowly but surely running out as Torpy launches the ball forward. Flicked on by Corris, collected by Lawless. Space opens up inside. Lawless drives in a shot, but he can't get it on target. athletic holding on here, but they still have the lead. As Picton's header will be collected by Barrett. That's loose though, could present Barry with an opportunity. Fires in a shot, Culvert scrambles across, but the ball rolls wide away and behind.
You take the first 15 minutes out of that game, it was a pretty decent performance.
Yeah, I felt it was all one-way traffic after the first 15. Definitely let ourselves down first 15 minutes. Let them get 3 goals ahead, and then it was just an uphill battle.
What was that down to, do you think? Was it just players not got their heads right?
We haven't prepared properly before the game. It's all a bit lackadaisy. We took it into the first 15 minutes and we've given ourselves a massive mountain to climb then.
Once you settled down, you seemed to pretty much dominate the game and had the better of the chances, especially in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. I think the second half, I don't think Leon had a save for me that I can recall of, but we've had a good couple of minutes goal scramble there without it falling to the right man. That's the luck which has turned lately, but tonight it hasn't happened for us. We'll go again Saturday.
And you had 1 or 2 shots that just went a couple of inches wide of the post?
Yeah, it's just not happening with these volleys. You can't hit one on target.
Keep practicing though.
Yeah, definitely. Take it back to the training ground.
Looking to get the win back, get back on the winning run on Saturday then?
Yeah, definitely. We'll be back up and on it on Saturday, prepared right, and start from the word go Saturday.
Thoughts on that game, Steve?
I think it was one for the crowd. I don't know how many people were on, but it's probably one of the most entertaining games we've had at Ashton this year. I thought both sides looked like they were going to score every time they went forward, and luckily enough we just hung in on the end, you know, so happy with that.
It was definitely a breathless start in that first half, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've started poorly the last few games, so you know we sent them out today. We knew that Liverpool had to win the game because of the position they're in. So we wanted to go out from the start, you know, and get on the front foot from the start, which we did. You know, we scored a couple of good goals, you know, but defensively we've been poor again. I think it showed tonight that I had 3 centre halves missing. I had a right back and a centre midfield player playing centre half tonight. That's no disrespect to them, but I thought that AFC Liverpool's front 2 were just probably the best front 2 we've played all season, if I'm being honest.
Second half, AFC Liverpool, would you say had the better of the possession?
I think so. It's always difficult to defend the slope, you know. Obviously, when it's your home ground, you do it better. We just took with fullbacks in a little bit in the second half, and we was too stretched in the first half, and we tried to stop getting it into the front 2's feet because that's where they were looking dangerous. But you know, from a personal point of view, Paul's done a great job there, and I don't have any qualms about AFC Liverpool staying in the division this year. I mean, we've played, I think we've only got 7 or 8 games left now, but to be fair, they're one of the best teams we've played recently. You know, we played Atherton a lot on Saturday, beat them 2, not their place, but they're not a patch on AFC Liverpool. A good side, good manager, passionate manager, you know, a bit like myself, you know, and not many people like me in the league, so, you know, but no, I think he's done a great job, and I think they'll be visiting us again next season, so.
Well, I was over the other side of the pitch and it was difficult to tell which one of you was the loudest.
Well, that's what it's about. I mean, if I could instill some of the passion that I have into my players and Paul has into his players, you know, we've played at a decent level, you know, so we know what it's about. And like I say, they'll be fine. They're a good set. They've got a good set of supporters, you know, and with the front 2, they're always going to score goals, you know. And then you've got lads, you know, chipping in like Jack Sinnets and people like Corris that chipping in with goals every now and again. So, you know, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
And what's the plans for you for the rest of the season?
Well, we've set them. You know, I only came in this summer. You know, so we kicked off our first league game against Flixton with 14 new players. So we've finished bottom of the league last 2 seasons and had a reprieve twice. So my remit was to finish second bottom. So we've now got 47 points. We got 19 last year, so if we can finish in the top 10, we'll be well happy with that, and that's what we're aiming for. I've set the players a target of 60 points. I think we've got 7 left now, which is like 13 points we need. So, yeah, fingers crossed we can do that.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks very much. Good luck.
I don't suppose it's easy on yourself when you give the opposition 3-goal head start.
No, back to the bad old days, I suppose. The first 15 minutes, we just wasn't. We never got out the blocks. They've just turned us, put pressure on us all over the pitch. We've tried to play, and we've just been caught cold. Once we got our foot on the ball and started playing the way we have been lately, we give ourselves a right good chance getting back to 3-2 at half time. We've had enough in the game, in the whole 90 minutes to be fair, to win the game. We probably could have won the game 5-3, 6-3 possibly, maybe 6-4. It was one of them games. I'm just disappointed with the way they started the game of football. I've just had a word with them. At the end of the day, when you go and do your warm-up and things like that, and your head's not on it, then you'll go out on a game of football, you'll be cold, and there's the result, what's happened. You know, you're 3-0 down after 10-15 minutes. The first goal, just one long ball, we haven't dealt with. The second, free header, and the third, to be fair, the third goal was a very good goal, to be honest. Hardly defendable. I didn't think that one was, to be fair, but the other two certainly was. And like I said, we've had enough chances to win this game. But there's loads of positives as well. We had plenty of positives. Just got to go again Saturday.
You pulled it back to 3-1, but then almost went 4-1 down with Darren Torpey having to clear one off the line.
Yeah, well, that's again, that's the way we've started the game of football. You know, it annoys you. We get right back into the game, and then there we are fighting for our lives again with one long ball type thing. It's something that we just have to deal with, and that was early doors in the season. We thought we rectified, especially certainly over the last couple of weeks. But you know, it's back to the drawing board, and we'll have a little look, we'll analyse, and we'll go again Saturday.
Once you got your head sorted there, you defended pretty well for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, brought River Humphreys back in. It's the first time he's playing with Anthony Brown. I've had to change a few players that have been out injured, but like I've always said, I've got a decent enough squad, and I expect them to go and perform. You know, and like I said, we kill ourselves at times, and we have done all year. But like I said, there's plenty of positives. We played really well second half. And I'm not going to go on too much about decision makings and things like that, even though I was shouting all night. But I've just had a little word with the referee. He's understood my frustration. I've given my opinion. He's given his opinion, so I have to accept it. Slightly disappointed, but you know, like I said, there's plenty of positives to come out. I thought John Lawless and Fran Barry tonight were outstanding, to be fair. The movement off the ball, with the ball, and like I said, they could have scored 2 or 3 each themselves. On another day, it'll happen. But we just go again. We've got, I don't know, 7 or 8 games again, and we'll just go win as many games of football as we can. But disappointed with the results, but after the sluggish start, I'm happy with the performance.
Second half just didn't quite get the rub of the green. There were one hell of a scramble at the start of the second half where it just wasn't going to go in and was just pinballing around the area. Yeah,
like I said, and I just had a little word with the referee over that. I thought James Buckley, his standing leg got taken from under him, even though he's got a shot off. But you know, if that standing leg's not touched, he's getting a decent shot off, like his first goal, and he's not going to miss from where he was. And that led to the scramble. And saying that, we still should have had three or four chances after that, even in the box, like a pinball. But you know, like I say, another day, we'll get them decisions, I suppose, or he'll probably go and score the goal.
Do you feel that John Lawless should have been given a penalty just before half time?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I said to the referee. You know, in the middle of the park, you give him fouls for it. Because it's in the box and it's the last part of the first half. I think you know, we've made the decision to give a goal kick, but you know, he's given me his reasons, and I've given my reasons. You know, like I said, you'll get them over the season, and you won't get them. But like I said, there's plenty of positives. I'm happy with the performance, apart from the first 15 minutes.
Brought River Humphreys back tonight. Is he for the rest of the season?
Yes. I've got a few things to sort out regards on the coaching side and things like that. You know, I was doing a lot of work yesterday. I never got to bed till about 1:45 this morning, sorting a few things out. And on the coaching side, I'm hoping that Stuart Humphreys joins and Sean Rogers comes back. There's a lot of things to be sorted out before the end of the season, and that's the main priority is going to be sorting the backroom staff out, because I haven't had one really all year. The people have come in, people have gone, and you know, me personally, I need some stability with myself, and it's nice to have other ideas and things like that. And that's one thing I'll be hoping to sort out before the end of the year.
because I want the pre-season sorted out within the next couple of weeks. I know people might think that's a bit too soon, but that's where I'm looking ahead, and I want to get it all sorted, done and dusted if you like, before the end of the year, and to move this club forward, hopefully.
James Buckley limped off. Was that a serious injury?
It looks a serious one. Anthony Brown's has had a whack, but you know, I keep saying to them, if you run with the ball and you don't pass the ball at our level of football, and they're not fouls, people will go through you, but you have to learn. I've always said, ball's faster than man. Pass and move the ball and you open teams up. If you want to try and be like Messi, start looking at the videos, matey, because all he does, he comes alive in the box, but when he's outside the box, that's all he does, pass and move, make space for himself, and he goes and scores and earns the right to score goals. But at this level of football, if you think you're Messi, mate, you're going to get it good out. To be fair, and that's what's happened. But you know, on a lighter note, that is. But on a serious note, they look bad injuries, to be fair.
Confident you can get the win on Saturday, and then?
I'm always confident. I think, like I said, I've got a team here who can go. Well, I thought we could have gone the end of the season undefeated. No disrespect to Ashton. I mean, like you said, the course was cold, but that's credit to them. But after that, I thought you know, they had one or two chances, if you like, but we had most of the game. Like I said, I'm slightly disappointed with the result, but performance-wise, after the first 15 minutes, I'm happy. And hopefully, you know, like you say, with the injuries, I've got Adam Farley struggling, I've got Anthony Brown struggling, I've got James Buckley struggling now, and one or two others, Fran Barry struggling. So there's 4. But you know, we'll go again. We'll see what Saturdays brings, eh?
Yeah, well, it was an entertaining game, and let's hope we'll get a win on Saturday.
I've got no voice.